everyone, my name is Synic and I'm gonna discuss to you my Bahay Kubo sa likod ng bahay mo, week 1 to 14 journey. Let's get started! Vegetables gardening is the most enjoyable features of vegetables. Cultivation is the fact that often vegetables can be produced almost anywhere. Vegetables planting take up little space and can thus be cultivated inside as well as outdoors. It is indeed probable for someone like me to participate in this fascinating action of growing vegetables indoors by using tiny through containers. Living in a city with a small capacity has not stopped me from participating in this wonderful task. Perhaps one of my favorite activities is vegetables gardening. Most of our activities is vegetables gardening have been calming and pleasant, in addition to keeping one engaged. Vegetables gardening allow myself and to enjoy spending time outside when doing something pleasurable and enticing. Finally, I get to enjoy the benefits of my laborers by collecting the plants that either accept a matter of weeks to grow. I'm absolutely usually able to grow a wonderful garden by using the proper vegetable patch equipment and dozen simple planning methods. My Bahay Kubo project began with the acquisition of land and the selection of vegetables to be planted. I regarded planting spinach, squash, and ampalaya in areas where they will grow quickly and last for a short period of time. I knew it would not grow quickly because it just seeds during the first day of planting, but a few days later, I noticed a small tube of my vegetables. My seedlings had already blossoms starting to grow in the second week of plantation, and I am excited to see the results. Unlike squash, the leaves grow quickly. As a result, I always moisture my plants thoroughly within the morning to ensure that it grows quickly. As of now, in third week, my veggies continue to grow and fresh, and I always take care of it because plants can make me happy. And I hope that my veggies grow faster so that I can harvest fresh. And sometimes I cannot water the plants because I'm too busy. So my mother looks after them because we're both plantitas. Because my mother enjoys gardening as well. It's been raining for several days, and my plants were delighted because raindrops were falling from the sky, allowing each other to absorb and grow. I noticed that my squash grew much faster than my ampalaya, which grew much slower. I will always make sure to look after them until they were big enough. It feels good to see my plants grow. And I am appreciative of myself because this was my first period planting. I am grateful for the rain since it is pouring with the rain as well as warming this month, which is a big help to my plant that also grows more easily, and I will never have difficult watering if it rains. However, it does not weather from time to time, and indeed the plant also returns to its original state and appears beautiful. Let me add the 6th week of my plants, which is so beautiful to look at and attractive to look at it that it makes you happy and relieves drowsiness when you look at it. I was just overjoyed because I had never expected this to happen. In the 7th week, I was still a little swept because I had a subject that I would not pass the activity. But it also affects my plants, which look slightly sad because if you plant and care for it, you should be happy, neither problem, but I will restore from my plant so that I should no longer be sad because the only one make me happy. In week 8, I continue to grow and then become healthier besides taking better care, as I appears to have done in week 7. Furthermore, there are some plants that I joined to picture because my mother and I added few plants we want to experiment with them until they grow. Aside from that, it was extremely refreshing. My seedlings were very much larger in week 9 than those in the previous weeks. As you can see, and there has not been any cloud cover in the last few days. It's able to cultivate, so I am watering the plants every day to keep them from drying out and dying. All I can say that my soul and just about everything else take second place when it tends to come to what has been essential to myself. Because the previous day had already been hot and stormy in week 10. My plants favored to grow in places where they could grow quickly due to inclement weather. What I have recently noticed is that it grows slowly, which excites me even more, like I'm satisfied when I see a large and abundant plant growing. I will, however, I continue to monitor and care for my plants. There are 2 weeks that I have not updated since Araw ng Kagitingan and Black Saturday, but I'm still taking care of my plants until the bitter end. I can see my hope for my plant growing, and I'm glad to see because of this same compromise I made. In week 13, I had hardly begun to look at my vegetables for just a long time during Holy Week because I look within of it for a quite a while. So I believe that after Holy Week, what I planted grew better and was more abundant due to rainy and hot weather. As a result, the plant absorbs more nutrients correctly. I'm pleased because plants are not dying and have stabilized to allow them to grow. Finally, if this the end of my planting, I will not finish caring for it. However, I will prefer to eat until my plants bears fruit. It was not it was fun vegetables to plant, and it's even more fun to care for, especially our nature. It was just an enjoyment and experience to cultivate plants also to help our nature. There is a great saying, what you planted today, you will harvest tomorrow. It appears that planting is not a tongue-in-cheek comment because it requires skills such as the ability to stand in line for whatever the consequence of your work is. You should never rush anything in life. You must also devote the necessary time to accomplish this. So, for those who like to plant there, get started because we are not only helping the environment, but we are still helping our future. Let us take care of our environment. Whatever we borrow, we must return in order to avoid disasters or tragedies. We are also the ones who benefit, so we are the league that allows our lives to improve. That's all, and thank you.